Coming up on the Rockbridge Report, 2 more schools may consolidate in Rockbridge County. Find out what the superintendent and one area principal thinks. Will Super Bowl Sunday cause pizza sales to go up? And in light of this weekend's big game, find out which team's head coach began his career at a local university. All this and more on the Rockbridge Report. Good afternoon and welcome to the Rockbridge Report. I'm Brooke Sutherland.
And I'm Michael Freeman.
Rockbridge County residents may have access to high-speed internet earlier than anticipated.
The construction of the fiber optic broadband system may begin as early as March, depending on the approval of an environmental assessment group. The Rockbridge Area Network Authority expects the system to be ready by November of 2012. The county received a federal grant last August to bring high-speed internet to the area in an effort to connect residents and attract more businesses and jobs.
Violent protests erupted in Egypt early this week, and the chaos has yet to settle down. Bombs, rocks, and gunshots have filled the air from opposing political groups in Cairo. Thousands of foreigners have been caught in the middle of it, including Washington and Lee student Charlie Andrews and his family. Andrews returned last night after being held in the country for an extra week.
Our first day there, we're in a van that just in a split second was engulfed in a protest, and there were Egyptians protesting all around. The car could not move, and we were just unsure as to how they would react to our presence. And that was probably the scariest moment for us because we were completely surrounded by an angry mob with some of them holding clubs and stuff like that. But fortunately, the protest never turned violent, and we were safe.
Meanwhile, the U.S. is still trying to get all American citizens out of the country.
The Rockbridge County Board of Supervisors and School Board will vote next month on possibly consolidating 2 county middle schools. Rockbridge reporter Brooke Simmons has the latest on the merger of Rockbridge County Middle School and Maury River Middle School.
We have to deal with the economy and the way things are and balance a budget every year, and it's just really it's really probably a pretty easy answer here.
The proposal to consolidate 2 Rockbridge County middle schools was revealed through a 20-page report on January 24th. The report says it would cost approximately $24 million to consolidate both middle schools, and it would be the most cost-effective in the long run. In addition, this would allow the school system to save $700,000 annually in maintenance costs. But the report also says that if the school board wants to renovate each middle school, it would cost a total of $17 million to meet the current minimum building requirements.
While the consolidation may cut costs, some school officials worry it could diminish academic programs already in place. Others hope the final outcome will keep the students' interest as its #1 priority.
We want to make sure that we do have a viable, positive amount of programs for the kids, a great curriculum. There's no sense in putting the time, energy, and especially the money into a school that's not going to be adequate.
Employees of the 2 schools also wonder if the consolidations will result in job losses.
I think teachers are concerned, but I think with the consolidation, you're still going to have the same number of students. You're still going to have the same number of teachers because Rockbridge truly believes in student-teacher ratio as being low.
We will definitely be operating with less people when there's 1 school versus 2 schools. Now, given that it's 2 years down the road, I would hope that through attrition and things like that, that there won't be any individuals that lose their jobs.
For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Brooke Simmons.
The renovated Maury River Middle School could be open for classes by the fall of 2013.
A new task force has formed in Lexington, but this group is made up of a younger crowd. Mayor Mimi Elrod has started the Mayor's Youth Council, which is a group of 6 Rockbridge County high school students. The council will address issues that concern the city's youth and allows the students to get involved with the community while learning about local government.
And I think it's really good because we went to a council, and a lot of the stuff was just way over our heads, and just, you know, it's not concerning us. But she wants to get the youth council to get bring issues forth that concern us and that we want solved.
The Mayor's Youth Council meets on the first Sunday of every month and is still accepting applications for new members. When we come back, 17 police officers were murdered last month across the nation. See how this has affected the Lexington Police Department.
And find out which Super Bowl team's head coach got his start at VMI.
I wouldn't have been at this ceremony if I hadn't been at this ceremony first. Unfortunately, nearly 30% of U.S. high school students aren't making it to graduation, and every one of us, every parent, every friend, and neighbor has the responsibility to provide the support and encouragement they need to make it through. Because we all need to see a lot more of these pictures.
I'm lucky. Let me help you with that. I get to do something I love. It has nothing to do with touchdowns or titles. Everybody bring it in. I get to play a part in the life of someone just starting out. How many of you think homework is just as important as teamwork? I help keep kids in school. Good. And that's the name of the game. My name is LaDainian Tomlinson. I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United.
I really want to show you something.
1, 2, ready, go. L-O-V-E. It's a mystery. All is love. Is love.
Did you play today? For great play ideas, visit www.smallstep.gov.
The Super Bowl is this Sunday, and nothing goes together like food and football.
One popular item is pizza. All three major pizza chains, Pizza Hut, Domino's, and Papa John's, are expected to sell more than 1 million pizzas on Super Bowl Sunday. Rockbridge reporter Gage Smith has more on this story.
We expect it to be one of our biggest days ever due to online and some of the marketing and promotions that we've been running and for the Super Bowl.
Papa John's, the official pizza chain of the NFL, has promised that if the game goes into overtime, they'll give away 1 free pizza to everyone registered. Pizza sales on Super Bowl Sunday are expected to be 35% higher than a regular Sunday, and Papa John's isn't the only exception. Domino's sales are estimated to go from 480,000 to 1.2 million, according to pizzanews.com.
We're busy 4 hours out of the day. A lot of time we spend prepping in the mornings, prep a lot of stuff. That way when we get busy, we don't have to worry about not having something that somebody orders.
Some restaurants have been monitoring their sales throughout the NFL playoffs and have noticed an increase in business.
We did really good during the playoffs. We sold our new pizza, the Big Dipper, was the best seller. We also sold a lot of large pan cheeses. We expect to do the same during the Super Bowl.
All the restaurants are looking forward to an increase in sales.
Hopefully we do like 15–20% more than a usual Sunday. That's my hope.
Yeah, we're excited to be open on Super Bowl Sunday. We had a little private party last year. So yeah, we're excited to see how the sales go.
It's a lot more than we usually do, about triple. Sell a lot of pepperoni pizzas.
For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Gage Smith.
According to the Associated Press, the majority of pizza sales come during the actual game. Pizza delivery cars for Papa John's are expected to log over 300,000 miles on Super Bowl Sunday.
Many area residents probably know that the Pittsburgh Steelers head coach Mike Tomlin is leading his team into the Super Bowl for the second time this Sunday. But many may not know Tomlin began his coaching career in Lexington. Tomlin's first coaching job was with VMI after he played college football at William & Mary. He was the wide receivers coach for the Keydets for the 1996 season. The Pittsburgh Steelers will play the Green Bay Packers this Sunday at 6:30 p.m. Is spring around the corner or months away? We'll tell you if you should put away those winter clothes. Coming up next, today's weather and more.
And another venue for artists finds out how its clothing could affect other local businesses.
Hey.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but the fire's not out.
It's close enough.
Close enough? If it's too hot to touch, it's too hot to leave. I mean, the next thing you know, you've torched our whole neighborhood.
Which is why we're not going anywhere?
Exactly. 9 out of 10 wildfires are caused by humans.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Es un gran día para los deportes. Vaya festín de jugadas que tenemos.
Mucha acción, David, por eso nos vamos directamente a la pelota. Es el duelo padre-hijo en el jardín. Batazo al jardín derecho, no. Y se cayó.
Se cayó, pero bueno, ahí va, ahí va, ahí va.
Nos vamos ahora al básquet, 2 contra 1.
Y la clava. Solita, la clavó.
Y ahora el fútbol. Ahí está papá, que la pase.
Solo, solo.
Lo va a definir, golazo. Estas son escenas que no se repiten. Las mejores jugadas suceden en casa.
Tómate el tiempo para ser un buen papá.
Ah, it's a great day, isn't it?
Yeah. Too bad your boat's gonna sink at 11:05.
Don't come closer. I have rabies.
Don't you wish there were warnings to protect you from life's risks? With diabetes, there is one. It's called A1C, a simple blood test that helps measure your risk of serious complications. Learn more at diabetesaonc.org.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today.
January was a bloody month for law enforcement officials across the nation. 17 officers were killed in the line of duty.
The Lexington Police Department continues with safety measures to keep officers safe in the field. Lexington police officers are always equipped with bulletproof vests and tasers. They also undergo extensive training for handling possible attacks.
We have always been a very safe police department, and that's always been a concern, and we've tried to be safe. And I think if you listen to all the accounts of what happened to policemen, they were being safe too. You know, if someone really wants to shoot one of us or hurt one of us, they can. So, you know, we're always alert to that.
The last local officer to die on the job in this area was Buena Vista police officer in 1982. A 1984 W&L graduate, Colonel Parker Schenecker, lost his children in a tragic shooting last week. The officer was overseas at the time of the shooting. His wife is being held in connection with the 2 homicides. Schenecker joined hundreds of mourners at his Tampa home yesterday for a service to honor his children, 13-year-old son, Bo, and his 16-year-old daughter, Calix.
Punxsutawney Phil saw his shadow on Tuesday, which means Rockbridge County may not see spring weather soon. Friday will bring cloudy skies and milder temperatures with a high of 49 and a low of 36. Saturday will be wet and cold with freezing rain and a low of 30. But the sun will warm things up on Sunday with clear skies and a high of 49. The warmer weather will continue through Monday with partly cloudy skies and a high of 50. Colder temperatures will set in Monday night with temperatures dropping to 30 degrees, and they will remain low through Wednesday. A light wintry mix is expected for Tuesday with a high of 34 and a low of 19. When we come back, find out which downtown store will be close its doors next month.
and how the store's closing could affect downtown foot traffic to art galleries.
The hurricane has passed, but the recovery won't be complete until all the water has receded. If you're having trouble coping, Trained in Caring Help is waiting.
Hola, Grover, what are you doing?
Oh, I am making my emergency kit. I want to be prepared just in case.
Oh, my friend Mia made a kit with her family. Everyone help! They packed flashlights and batteries, water, food, a radio, and put it where they could find it rápidamente, quickly.
I guess I should take my canoe out of there, huh?
Look, Grover.
Help your family get ready for an emergency. Learn more at ready.gov/sesame.
Hello there. It is your old pal Grover. Meet my new friends.
Madison, Isaac, Alexa, Romeo, Amanda.
They have last names too.
Vigo, Shane, Lopez, Rodriguez, Warner.
Everybody has a first and last name, even mommies and daddies. Do you know yours? Do you know your mommies and daddies? If you do not, go find out.
Know your whole name so grown-ups can help you in an emergency. Learn more at ready.gov/sesame.
I am a teenager.
I am online.
I enjoy sharing thoughts,
Music, videos,
ideas, information.
I will not
I will not be a victim to threats,
to stalking,
to soliciting.
to predators.
I will be responsible. I will be careful.
I will be honest.
I will be smarter. I would get my parents involved.
I will protect myself.
I will be safe.
I am a teenager.
And I
will
not
be bullied.
It's been just over a month since the Artisan Gift Shop closed.
Some local art owners believe this closing could affect their business. Rockbridge reporter Kirsten Kine has more on this story.
On December 31st, the Artisans on Washington Street closed its doors when the owner, Chris Howison, retired from the Lexington business scene.
I had been in the business for almost 16 years here, and I was in the business similar to this up in Canton, New York, where we moved here in 1990.
Although the Artisan was primarily a gift shop, Howison also represented several local artists whose work was displayed and made available for purchase.
I'm not sure what's going to happen. Some of my painters will probably continue to show their work at local venues, like there's a little Art in the Park show in the spring. They set up in Hopkins Green.
There are several other galleries in town that support local artists, including Artist in Cahoots and the Nelson Street Gallery. Paisley Griffin of the Nelson Street Gallery says most of the studios in town are already full with regular members. Griffin says no one has approached them about joining their gallery, but some other artists have already made the switch to different venues.
Jan Gerard has come in with us as a member, a potential member. And she was good because she knew the other gallery was closing. She stayed with them until the end and then made the switch over as of January to come in with us.
Some shop owners, like Paisley Griffin, who declined to be on camera, are worried they will not be getting the same amount of foot traffic because the Artisan on Washington Street has closed. Meanwhile, some artists in the area continue to show their work at local coffee shops, including Lexington Coffee. For the Rockbridge Report, I'm Kirsten Kine.
On February 4th and other first Fridays of the month, Studio 11 and the Nelson Street Gallery will remain open past normal business hours. Well, that's all we have for you today. I'm Michael Freeman.
And I'm Brooke Sutherland. And don't give up hope on spring yet. Punxsutawney Phil did see his shadow this Tuesday, and spring might be closer than we thought. Don't forget to check us out online at www.rockbridgereport.wlu.edu. Good night.
Good night.